Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our 10 to 1 session with Maddi Howell. Maddi is a lifestyle writer at the Telegraph, and it's great to have you here today. Maddi, how are you doing?
Hello, Olivia. I'm very well, thank you. It's lovely to be here.
Good. Maddi, are we able to start by letting the PRs watching know a little bit about your role at the Telegraph, what pages you write for, and what your lifestyle role incorporates?
Perfect. I've been at the Telegraph for a few years now, and I mainly contribute and write pieces for the weekend supplements. So that's the Sunday and Saturday broadsheet weekend supplements. And then I also write quite a lot of online stories for the digital channels. So that includes the food and drink channel, the gardening channel, health and fitness. The family channel is a channel that's growing at the moment, which is quite exciting. Essentially, I cover stories about how to live well. So really that might be topics ranging from nature and the outdoors to family life, celebrity interviews and real life stories, and kind of everything in between, but through a lifestyle lens, if that makes sense.
Amazing. So super busy, sorry, role.
Very varied.
Yeah, super varied, but also great that you write about so many things. When are you busiest? So you've got the weekend deadlines. When are those?
So it's quite unpredictable in terms of busyness because I write for print and online, so it's quite difficult to plan how they fit together sometimes. But the Saturday supplements go to print on a Wednesday,
Cool.
The Sunday supplements on a Friday. We aim to have everything organised well in advance. So if you want to pitch things with a longer lead time, then I can make a note of them and kind of keep them in my back pocket for when they might be a good fit.
And then your online stories, are those kind of like going up daily, or
yeah, so
how do they work?
The online stories can have quite a quick turnaround. So they might have a stronger news angle and maybe react to a talking point that's a bit more immediate. Whereas the longer lead articles, they could be maybe seasonal in terms of the angle of the hook, things that kind of come around every year.
Yeah, brilliant. That sounds great. And is there a particularly good day or time for PRs to get in touch? I know some people like to be pitched to first thing in the morning. Other people kind of have their phone with them 24/7, especially now we're all at home. What works for you?
Really, I'm kind of open to pitches into my inbox whenever. Probably the hours when I'm most active, it's the classic Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Feel free to email me. Obviously, I can't get back to everyone, but I am always open to pitches. I would love to hear from you if you've got stories that would fit the lifestyle pages or channels.
Amazing. And you just mentioned inbox. Is that definitely the best way to get in touch, opposed to social media or picking up the phone?
Yeah, no, I think my email inbox is probably the best place where everything is. I mean, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter if you'd like to. Normally, I mean, sometimes it's useful to catch up on the phone if we've been talking about a story, going to and fro, maybe to talk about how to take it further and develop it. But otherwise, inbox is always best first port of call.
Brilliant. And for all of the PRs watching, all of Maddi's contact details are up to date on the Wroxhill website. So you can send your pictures there. What are 3 things a PR should know about you?
3 things a PR should know about me. So first of all, I would say a PR should know that I love interviewing people who've got really fascinating personal stories to tell. So maybe they've got colourful personalities, or they've done something really interesting, or they can just give really insightful comments which will give our readers a really kind of rich reading experience. I find that quite rewarding to find out about other people. And secondly, for print, what I really enjoy is creating kind of visually quite stunning pieces with quite maybe like uplifting photography as well. So as I said earlier, my favorite features tend to be about how to kind of better enjoy life. So for example, last year I did a big cover story on bike rides with scenic picnic pit stops, which was great because we were all finally allowed out to exercise in groups.
Very nice.
So yeah. And then thirdly, a PR should know, we talked about this earlier, but that for the online lifestyle channels, we are looking for stories with a quicker turnaround, with a strong news angle, but with a lifestyle, through a lifestyle lens. So talking points that are in tune with the zeitgeist, maybe reacting to bigger news stories, even if maybe in reaction to even things like a TV documentary. So for example, recently I interviewed a wonderful mother about looking after a child with disabilities. And that was in reaction to Katie Price's brilliant documentary about her son.
And it was so brilliantly done. That I love that. It's really
nice. So it could be anything that sparks a lifestyle story, but as we were saying earlier, longer lead and then quick turnaround stories as well.
Brilliant. And I know in your second point we just mentioned images. What is the best way for a PR to send those over to you? Do you like them embedded in the body of the email, or do you like links sent over?
I'm happy with either WeTransfer or Dropbox, to be honest. High res, if in your original pitch, if it's quite a visually led story, if you can give me a flavour of the kind of pictures that you have, that would be great. And then if the story lends itself well, we could always look at setting up photo shoots if needed.
Because shoots are still going ahead now, aren't they?
It all depends on the restrictions at the time, but hopefully they'll start to ease so we can do photo shoots and things with relative ease.
Everything is changing so quickly, so probably by the time this goes live it will have already all changed anyway. Maddi, what is your biggest bugbear, if you have one?
This bugbear. I don't really have any bugbears, I have to say.
That's good to know, and really refreshing for PRs to hear as well.
I am open to pitches. As I said earlier, I kind of can't get back to everyone, but I mean, most open to pitches, obviously, that cut through the noise. Maybe the best pitches are ones which are a perfect fit to the sections that I write for, the pages that I contribute to, and as specific and as a story as possible is always good. But no, I don't really have any bugbears.
Brilliant, that is really good to know. And just quickly, when PRs are sending ideas through, do you ever work with like surveys?
What do you mean?
Sorry, it's a bit of a random one, and I know I didn't.
So a survey is a hook, so if it's a statistic.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I think it can work well as a hook, as a starting point, depending on whether it's also timely.
Sure.
If it also fits the pages, then it can be an interesting thing to maybe use an introduction to a story.
Sure. I only asked because I was speaking to PR today, and she said that their clients were like trying to conduct more surveys, and had I heard whether that they were, because people are starting to ask more about them. So I just thought I'd ask to see if they were important to you.
No, they can be a good hook, I think.
Good. Maddi, thank you so much for your time. That was brilliant. Really good to catch up with you. I hope all the PRs watching have found it useful as well. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.